Welcome to our tribute video, a heartfelt space to honor those who have left a lasting mark on wrestling and our lives. Today, we celebrate their incredible journeys, reflect on their powerful legacies, and cherish the unforgettable moments they gave us. We'll also discuss the latest news about WWE star Hulk Hogan, whose recent challenges have deeply resonated with fans worldwide. Join us in remembering their stories, preserving their impact, and keeping their legacies alive. Subscribe now to be part of this supportive and dedicated community. Chris Markov, a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling during the 1960s and 1970s, has passed away at the age of 85. Known for his rugged, villainous persona, Markov left an indelible mark on the wrestling landscape. His ability to elicit strong reactions from fans, drawing boos and jeers with his antagonist roles, made him a master of crowd manipulation, an essential skill for any wrestler in that era. Whether through his skillful promos or hard-hitting in-ring style, Markov was a captivating presence in the ring, capable of creating intense rivalries that would leave fans buzzing long after the matches had ended. A seasoned veteran, Markov's career spanned various North American wrestling territories. He made a significant impact in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, and other regional promotions where he often portrayed the foreign heel, a popular character trope that capitalized on the geopolitical tensions of the time. His ability to portray this role with authenticity and intensity made him a hated yet respected figure in the eyes of fans. Markov's matches were known for their physicality, with stiff strikes and intense action that captured the grit and aggression of the era's wrestling style. Though he may not have achieved the mainstream fame of some of his peers, Markov's contributions to the growth of wrestling during its territorial days were pivotal. His performances helped lay the foundation for the sport's eventual national expansion, and his legacy is marked by the respect he garnered from both fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Chris Markov's passing at 85 marks the close of a chapter in wrestling history. He had been struggling with health issues in his later years, and while the precise cause of death has not been publicly confirmed, it is believed that his advanced age, coupled with chronic health problems, contributed to his decline. His death signals the end of an era, but his legacy remains alive in the memories of those who witnessed his battles in the squared circle. Bobby Eaton, born Robert Lee Eaton on August 14, 1958, in Huntsville, Alabama, was a highly respected professional wrestler, renowned for his technical mastery, in-ring agility, and versatility. Over the course of his four-decade career, Eaton earned a reputation as one of the finest wrestlers in the industry, particularly celebrated for his work in tag team wrestling. Eaton began his professional wrestling journey in the late 1970s, quickly establishing himself as a standout performer due to his exceptional technical skills and ability to execute high-flying maneuvers. He is most famously known for his time with the Midnight Express, one of the most iconic tag teams in wrestling history. The group, initially paired with Dennis Condrey and later with Stan Lane, was managed by Jim Cornette and achieved immense success across major promotions such as the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Eaton's innovative wrestling style and smooth in-ring chemistry with his partners made the Midnight Express a fan favorite and earned them multiple tag team championships. Beyond his tag team success, Eaton also enjoyed a notable singles career, showcasing his versatility and earning recognition for his consistent performances. His contributions to the wrestling world were instrumental in shaping the tag team division, where his technical ability and charisma made him a beloved figure among fans and fellow wrestlers. Bobby Eaton, at the age of 62. The cause of death was complications from heart failure, which had been a long-standing health concern. Despite facing challenges in his later years, including health issues, Eaton's legacy remains intact as one of wrestling's most beloved and skilled performers, remembered for his dedication to the craft and the impact he left on the industry. Jack Tunny, born on January 21, 1935, in Toronto, Canada, was a central figure in the development and promotion of professional wrestling, particularly through his influential role in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, during the 1980s and early 1990s. Tunny is perhaps best known to wrestling fans for his on-screen persona as the president of the WWF, a character that played a key role in the company's golden era. His leadership on television, especially during the peak of Hulkamania, helped solidify the WWF's reputation as the dominant force in global professional wrestling. Beyond his television role, Tunny's contributions to the industry were far-reaching. He was a savvy businessman with deep ties to the Canadian wrestling scene, which allowed him to forge essential connections that aided the WWF's expansion into international markets. His understanding of the wrestling business was integral to the WWF's growth, and he played a significant role in organizing major events and matches that drew massive crowds and captivated fans worldwide. As president, Tunny was often portrayed as an authoritative figure, mediating disputes and shaping storylines that would become cornerstones of wrestling lore. Tunny's character was a constant presence in the WWF's storyline, whether as a face or authority figure in high-profile conflicts. His leadership and decisiveness helped elevate the promotion's credibility during its most formative years. After retiring from his on-screen role, Tunny remained a respected figure in the wrestling community for his behind-the-scenes work, but he gradually faded from public view. Jack Tunny, at the age of 69. His death was attributed to health complications following a lengthy battle with cancer. Tunny's passing marked the end of an era for many wrestling fans, but his contributions to the sport remain an enduring part of its history. Test, born Andrew Richard Martin on October 17, 1975, in Toronto, Canada, was a prominent professional wrestler, best known for his time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Standing at an imposing 6 feet 6 inches and possessing remarkable athleticism, Test quickly rose through the ranks, becoming one of the most recognizable figures in the wrestling world. He debuted in the WWF in 1998 and was initially showcased as a powerhouse with great potential. Over time, Test found himself in several high-profile storylines and rivalries, including feuds with iconic stars like Triple H, Vince McMahon, and The Rock. Test's career reached new heights when he became involved in the McMahon family storyline, where he was engaged to Stephanie McMahon, which added layers of drama and intrigue to his character. He won multiple championships throughout his career, including the WWF Hardcore Championship and the WWE Intercontinental Championship. His combination of in-ring skills and larger-than-life persona made him a fixture in some of the most memorable storylines of the Attitude Era. Tragically, Test's life was cut short when he, at the age of 33, he was found dead in his Tampa, Florida, home, and his death was ruled an accidental drug overdose. The cause of death was determined to be from a combination of painkillers and other substances. Test's untimely passing shocked the wrestling world, particularly since he was so young and had so much left to give to the business. His death highlighted the often overlooked pressures faced by wrestlers, particularly regarding substance abuse and the toll it takes on their lives. Test's legacy, however, endures, with his contributions to WWE's Attitude Era remembered by fans and colleagues alike. He is remembered not only for his wrestling talent, but also for his charisma and work ethic. Francisco Chiatso, born on December 12, 1959, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, was a renowned professional wrestler whose influence left an enduring mark on the wrestling world. Chiatso's career spanned several decades, during which he earned recognition for his exceptional in-ring ability, electrifying performances, and magnetic presence. Known for his unique blend of technical wrestling and high-energy moves, he captured the attention of fans across various wrestling promotions, both in Argentina and internationally. Chiatso's journey in wrestling began in the late 1970s. His early years in the ring were marked by his commitment to honing his craft and standing out with his athleticism. His dynamic style, which combined precision with excitement, made him a standout performer, earning him a devoted following. Over the years, Chiatso not only gained fame for his wrestling skills, but also became a key figure in shaping the professional wrestling scene in Argentina. As a mentor and role model, he played an instrumental role in training and inspiring the next generation of wrestlers, leaving a lasting legacy in his home country. Tragically, Francisco Chiatso's promising career was cut short when he passed away, at the age of 48. The cause of his death was a heart attack, which came as a shock to his fans and colleagues. Despite his untimely passing, Chiatso's impact on the wrestling community remained strong. He was remembered not only for his remarkable talent in the ring, but also for his contributions to the development of wrestling in Argentina. His legacy lives on through the inspiration he provided to countless wrestlers and the unforgettable matches he left behind. Chiatso's memory continues to inspire those who admired his dedication and passion for the sport. José Alberto Muñoz, better known by his ring name La Parca, was a revered Mexican luchador enmascarado, masked wrestler, born on November 14, 1966. He became one of the most beloved figures in professional wrestling, especially during his tenure with AAA, Asistencia, Asesoría y Administración, and later with CMLL, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. La Parca made his debut in the late 1980s, quickly capturing the hearts of fans with his charismatic presence and his distinctive blend of high-flying wrestling techniques and comedic elements. His signature moves included playful dance routines and humorous interactions with the audience, which endeared him to fans of all ages. La Parca's character was that of a luchador de la muerte, wrestler of death, wearing a skeleton-themed mask and costume that heightened his mystique and added an air of excitement to his performances. Over his career, he won numerous championships, including the AAA World Tag Team Championship and the AAA Latin American Championship, and participated in memorable rivalries that showcased his versatility. He also became a cultural icon in Mexico, appearing in various forms of media and gaining a loyal fan base. Tragically, La Parca's life was cut short due to an accident during a match. He suffered a severe spinal injury after a botched dive from the top rope, which resulted in paralysis. Despite undergoing surgery and a long recovery period, he at the age of 54. His death was attributed to complications from the injury, marking the end of an era in lucha libre. La Parca's legacy endures, not only through his in-ring achievements, but also through his larger-than-life persona, which continues to inspire future generations of wrestlers and fans alike. He is remembered for the joy and energy he brought to the world of lucha libre. Howard Finkel, born June 7, 1950, in Newark, New Jersey, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling, best known for his iconic role as a ring announcer with WWE, formerly WWF. Affectionately known as the Fink, Finkel's voice became synonymous with the company, announcing historic moments and introducing wrestling legends like Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Finkel's journey with WWE began in 1975 when he became the company's first-ever employee. His debut as a ring announcer came in 1977 at Madison Square Garden, and over the next several decades, he became a central figure in WWE broadcasts, delivering his signature call of "And New World Champion" with unmatched passion and authority. His smooth voice added gravitas to major events like WrestleMania, and he became an integral part of WWE's identity. In 2009, Finkel was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in recognition of his extraordinary contributions to the wrestling world. Finkel's career extended beyond his announcing duties. He also played a significant role backstage, helping shape WWE's growth. Despite his long tenure and lasting influence, Finkel's health began to decline in later years. In 2020, it was revealed that he had been suffering from health complications, including a stroke. The stroke left him with significant health challenges, and he struggled with mobility and speech issues. Howard Finkel, at the age of 69. His death was attributed to health complications related to the stroke. His passing was mourned by fans and colleagues alike, with many praising his unmatched contributions to professional wrestling. Finkel's legacy as one of the greatest ring announcers in history continues to live on through his unforgettable voice and impact on the industry. Hulk Hogan is more than just a name in the world of professional wrestling. He's a cultural phenomenon, a global icon whose influence on the wrestling industry, and pop culture at large, cannot be overstated. Known for his larger-than-life persona, unmistakable catchphrases, and groundbreaking wrestling career, Hogan is undoubtedly one of the most recognizable figures in the history of the sport. However, behind the scenes, the legend of Hulk Hogan faces personal battles that are a direct result of the years of physical punishment his body endured in the ring. As fans and critics continue to follow his story, the question arises, what happened to Hulk Hogan, and how have his health struggles shaped his post-wrestling life? In this article, we'll delve into Hogan's incredible journey, from his humble beginnings to his meteoric rise to fame, and the physical toll that his legendary career has taken on his body. We'll also address the rumors surrounding his health, separating fact from fiction to understand what's truly going on with one of wrestling's biggest stars. The rise of a wrestling icon, born Terry Jean Bollea on August 11, 1953, in Augusta, Georgia, Hogan's early life was marked by athleticism and an undeniable drive. Raised in Tampa, Florida, Hogan's parents instilled in him the values of hard work and perseverance. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches and weighing around 300 pounds by his teenage years, it was clear that Hogan was destined for greatness in the world of sports. While his early dreams were set on a career in baseball, an injury led him to reconsider his path. Hogan's athletic prowess shifted focus from baseball to weightlifting and music, and he even formed a rock band called Ruckus. Yet, it was his introduction to professional wrestling that would ultimately define his future. While working out at Hector's Gym in Tampa, he caught the attention of wrestling legends Jack and Gerald Briscoe, who saw potential in him. They introduced him to wrestling trainer Hiro Matsuda, who agreed to take Hogan under his wing and teach him the technicalities of the sport. Hogan's journey to the squared circle began in earnest, but the true transformation into the icon we know today didn't take place until he adopted the name Hulk Hogan. The name Hulk was inspired by his size and the likeness to Lou Ferrigno, the actor who portrayed the Incredible Hulk in the popular television series. Hogan made his wrestling debut in 1977, initially using the ring name The Super Destroyer, but it wasn't until he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1979 that he began to catch the public's attention. Under Vince McMahon's guidance, Hogan became the face of the WWF, turning professional wrestling into a mainstream spectacle. His bleach blonde hair, handlebar mustache, and exuberant personality helped him connect with fans across the globe. At the birth of Hulkamania. It was the early 1980s that truly marked the beginning of Hulk Hogan's ascension to superstardom. McMahon recognized Hogan's potential as the perfect figurehead to bring professional wrestling to the masses, and the Hulkamania movement was born. With his unmatched charisma and larger-than-life persona, Hogan became the face of the WWF. His catchphrases like, "Say your prayers and eat your vitamins," resonated with a generation of fans who looked up to him not only as a wrestler, but as a role model. Hogan's first major victory came in 1984 when he defeated the Iron Sheik to win his first WWF World Heavyweight Championship at Madison Square Garden. This victory launched Hogan's career into a new stratosphere, and the wrestling world would never be the same again. Hulkamania was in full swing, and Hogan's popularity transcended the wrestling ring, reaching beyond fans of the sport. He appeared in movies, television shows, and even launched his own merchandise line. By the mid-1980s, Hogan was the biggest star in the world of professional wrestling, and his influence was undeniable. Throughout the 1980s, Hogan's feuds with some of the biggest names in the business, Rowdy, Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant, and Randy Macho Man Savage, became the stuff of legend. His iconic WrestleMania moments, including body-slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, solidified his place as the face of the WWF and the most recognizable wrestler in the world. Fans flocked to arenas, chanting his name and embracing his never-give-up attitude. Hogan's in-ring moves, particularly his signature leg drop finisher, became iconic, and he redefined what it meant to be a professional wrestler. And the transition to Hollywood and further success. As Hogan's wrestling career reached new heights, he ventured into the world of Hollywood, where his larger-than-life persona made him a perfect fit for the silver screen. Hogan starred in a variety of movies, most notably Rocky III, 1982, alongside Sylvester Stallone, which introduced him to a whole new audience. Hogan's Hollywood success continued with films like Suburban Commando, 1991, and Mr. Nanny, 1993, though it was clear that his wrestling career remained the core of his fame. Hogan's role in mainstream entertainment helped bridge the gap between wrestling and pop culture, making him a household name even among those who didn't follow the sport. His status as a cultural icon reached a fever pitch, and Hulkamania seemed unstoppable. In the challenges behind the curtain. However, as Hogan's career grew in prominence, so did the physical toll of being one of the most famous wrestlers in the world. Decades of intense in-ring action, including high-impact moves and grueling schedules, began to take a toll on his body. In addition to the usual wear and tear from wrestling, Hogan sustained a series of significant injuries that would affect him for the rest of his life. Hogan's back, knees, and hips became increasingly problematic over the years. He underwent multiple surgeries to address these issues, including 10 back surgeries, some of which were life-altering. A major back surgery in January 2023, which involved the cutting of nerves, resulted in complications that left Hogan with significant mobility issues and chronic pain. He now struggles to walk and often uses a cane to get around. His physical limitations have undoubtedly affected his quality of life, and it's clear that the once indestructible Hulk Hogan is now dealing with the long-term consequences of his years in the ring. Health struggles and ongoing rumors. In addition to his back issues, Hogan has faced a series of knee and hip replacements due to the extensive damage caused by decades of wrestling. These surgeries have brought relief in some areas, but Hogan's mobility and overall comfort remain compromised. Managing his chronic pain and inflammation has led to him using prescription medication, which, unfortunately, comes with its own set of challenges. Hogan has spoken openly about his struggles with brain fog and the impact that medication has had on his life. In recent years, social media has been rife with rumors about Hogan's deteriorating health. Some have falsely speculated that his condition has become critical, leading to widespread concern among fans. However, it's important to separate fact from fiction. While Hogan's health has undeniably been affected by his years in the ring, he is not in a dire state, and the rumors about his condition being serious are largely exaggerated. Hogan continues to receive treatment and is actively working to manage his conditions as best as possible. Though it is unlikely that Hogan will return to the ring, his presence in the wrestling world remains significant. There is talk of him taking on a non-wrestling role within WWE, such as acting as a manager or a special guest referee, which would allow him to remain involved in the sport without putting further strain on his body. Legacy and impact on wrestling. Despite the challenges Hogan faces in his personal life, his influence on the wrestling world remains unparalleled. Hogan is widely regarded as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and his impact on the sport is undeniable. He helped elevate professional wrestling into a global phenomenon, and his contributions to the industry set the stage for future generations of wrestlers. Hogan's role in the creation of Hulkamania and his promotion of the WWF as an entertainment brand helped shape the company into the global powerhouse it is today. His influence continues to be felt by wrestlers who grew up watching him and fans who still remember the excitement of the Hulkamania era. Even as his in-ring career comes to an end, Hogan's legacy is cemented, and his place in history is secure. Arc conclusion: the enduring legacy of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's journey is one of perseverance, charisma, and undeniable talent. From his humble beginnings to his rise as the most recognizable professional wrestler in the world, Hogan has shaped the course of wrestling history. His influence transcends the ring, making him a cultural icon whose impact continues to be felt across entertainment, sports, and beyond. While Hogan's health struggles serve as a reminder of the physical toll of his career, they have not diminished his legacy. His story is far from over, and though he may no longer be able to step into the ring, his influence on the wrestling industry will continue to be felt for generations to come. Hulk Hogan's place in history is firmly secured, and the legend of Hulkamania will continue to inspire and captivate fans around the world.